Now, I'm going to try to be very, very transparent and very, very vulnerable this morning. This is a very, like I said, this is a very, very essential topic. I kind of just want to express some things to my community and to anybody that happens to be watching.
So recently, Neace has been facing a lot of criticism for many things, from lying about his challenger to being really toxic and to also charging exuberant prices for his coaching and not providing a very good quality coaching session in return. He scams his clients, some would say, by luring in low elo players who do not need a fancy $350 coach, and then he makes $350 off of them for something that they should really be getting for free from, like, anyone who has any vague idea of how the game. He tells you, like, oh, you should press B to recall, stuff like that, literally. And he charges them $350 for it. And it's at the end of the day, it's almost not Neace's fault. It's just his, like, stupid client's fault. But recently, Neace made a video to address some of the claims, and I thought him saying I'm part of the problem. We talk about his toxicity, how he's unwilling to back down from all of the hate, and and it's not even that much hate. It's honestly, like, he deserves it in a lot of the ways. Not everything. I'm not saying he deserves threats or too much humiliation and suffering. Like, everyone deserves some safety and to have some people that are not insulting them. But at the end of the day, Neace has earned this. He has earned most of the hate he has gotten. And it's not like he hasn't gotten it for a reason. And I thought he was just going to accept that he didn't get it for a reason, that he's toxic, and he'll be less toxic, and maybe he would even admit to his fake challenger. But in this, that's not what happens. He talks about how good he is at video games, how much people have been hating on him, and how good of a coach he is. And he also says that he's going to hit challenger, and he's going to document it. And I think that all of this just shows his ego more. He's been failing his climb, but he still made this video. And I'm going to show some clips from it. Here is one of him just bragging a little bit.
I know that I'm a good coach. I know that I am arguably one of the best coaches.
So this is literally an example of what a lot of his videos is. At the beginning, he likes to blame people for his hate he receives, and then he likes to say he's good at coaching, and then he says he's going to start documenting his challenger. He also likes to market himself as someone that's helping the underserviced to lower elo community. They don't get enough people respecting them. You know, Riot Games doesn't help them a lot, and I think this is all true. But is Neace really helping them? Maybe his videos are, but is taking $350 to give them coaching that they don't need and marketing it as if it is good? Is that helpful for them? I mean, it's not. I don't think his coaching is good for anyone, because it won't help higher elo players learn anything. And for lower elo players, it just helps them learn stuff that they should be able to learn pretty easily from just playing the game or talking to other players of slightly higher rank. But Neace just refuses to accept this. All he does is he bashes the people that insult him, and then he says that he's going to hit challenger and document it. And I actually am looking forward to him documenting it. He's been OTPing Trendemir recently. As you can see, he's been OTPing Trendemir. He's actually been losing a little bit today, but that's not that bad. But he's pretty much been OTPing Trendemir down here. And he did climb up a lot. He was at Platinum 3, obviously horrible for someone who claims to be Challenger, and he climbed all the way up to Diamond 2 in a very, very short amount of time, like about a weekish, actually. And that is impressive that he managed to climb that fast, but will he be able to keep it up? I don't know. And if he documents it, hopefully he's not going to keep on flinging his teammates like he was. He's going to start documenting it and be like, oh, my bot lane went bad this game, oh, that. And he's going to be like, making excuses. And the reason I think this is this other clip right here.
Everything along the way.
It's about this poker player who documents everything along the way, and he lost a lot of money.
Documented, he had why it didn't go well, and I was like, that is so professional. This guy does not suck at poker.
He lost a lot of money. Like, Neace is saying that this guy can get just unlucky enough to lose 100K. I mean, I guess it's possible. But the thing is, Neace, if you're playing enough games, eventually it's not statistically like that. As you can see, Neace saying this example right here, this guy failing, and been blaming it on the circumstances he can't control is what Neace is going to do when he inevitably likely drops again, especially if he stops to OGP and Trendemir. But even if he does, I think he's likely to drop again. Not all the way down to Platinum necessarily, but down to D4 or D3, that's very possible. And Neace is going to be blaming it on his team and his haters, just like this guy blamed it on unforeseen circumstances that he lost at poker. It's not very fair when you do this. You have to take some credibility, and Neace is refusing to take it. His video title, I Am Part of the Problem, he pretty much takes no responsibility. He says, "Oh, I'm part of the problem," and he does admit to some toxicity, but he pretty much just says, "Oh, I'm going to hit challenger. Oh, I'm a good coach. Oh, like I'm like helping all the community." This is not a good apology. He also is not confessing his fake challenger. Okay, and this is an example of Neace'S fake challenger that he posted. He posted this himself, knowing it was fake, and then he peeked at GM before selling his account, making it untraceable so that no one can know whether he actually hit challenger or not definitively. And then he photoshopped this thing in. Obviously, it's fake, different font, like different icon. It's all fake, and Neace is not accepting and taking responsibility for this. In fact, Neace is kind of doing the opposite. He's actually claiming he hit challenger, and he'll be commenting on videos and stuff saying like, "Oh, I have like video proof of me playing in high elo and stuff." Like, Neace, you faked challenger, accept it. You are part of the problem, but you're not accepting it how you should be. If Neace starts continuing to blame his teammates, like this poker person right here, then I don't know. We're just gonna be getting back to him being toxic again, him refusing to climb, him having a silver mentality. Everyone knows this. People in his comments are like, "Oh, Neace is finally admitting to his silver mentality." I don't think Neace is really admitting to his silver mentality in this video. He is not admitting to it. He's blaming other people is what he's spending most of his time, and the rest of it, he's claiming that he's going to hit challenger and he's going to document it. This is clearly his ego showing, and I don't think he's going to hit challenger if he continues like this. He needs to take accountability. He can document it, yes, but if you document it, you can't just blame your team for it. You can't be like, "Oh, I documented this game, my bot lane lost, that's not my fault." Like, Neace, you have to take accountability. I've seen you do stuff like looking at op.gg and blaming your bot lane for it. I don't want you to do that again. Don't fall into this trap. We need to see you be able to climb again and hopefully be less toxic, because that's how you're going to climb. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and subscribed. Hopefully Neace can change his mental.